So I've been playing my Pokemon games again recently. Brilliant Diamond and Shield. They really are great games. I know there are some things that they could have done better with Brilliant Diamond, but I still think it's a pretty good game. Even though I wish they could have done a little better. Like maybe if they were to include Gigantamaxing, made contests a little better by eliminating the Sheen feature, like they did in the Ruby and Sapphire remakes. They could have kept the secret base furniture because that was just a lot of fun. They could have well, I don't know. They just could have done better, but you know what? I loved the original Diamond and Pearl games, and since Brilliant Diamond is a lot like the originals, I still think it's a good game. But Pokemon Shield is absolutely phenomenal. It is a top tier awesome game. I don't even I don't even have any desire to use cheat codes because it's already got almost everything that I need in that game. I remember when I was young, my number one guaranteed go-to action replay code was unlimited rare candies. But in Pokemon Shield, I don't need to do that. All I have to do is go inside those dens and I could get the ultimate rare candy stash. Yeah, I really have to say that I took a look at the information on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet before I decided to get it, and when I learned more about it, I ultimately decided not to get it. I was not impressed. I was not impressed with the mechanics. I was not impressed with the story. And I was certainly not impressed with the Pokemon. You know what I think the Pokemon Company should do? I think the Pokemon Company should hire freelancers. They should hire fans to design Pokemon for them. I think that would be a phenomenal idea because there are so many people out there, just regular fans who don't work for the Pokemon Company, who come up with these incredible designs that are just amazing, even better than most of the original Pokemon. That's why it would be really cool if the Pokemon Company could have freelancers design Pokemon, have fans submit their ideas, and have the team look them over to see which ones are the coolest designs. Then again, that would probably get millions upon millions of designs. But still, don't you think that would be a cool thing to do? To have the fans decide what the next Pokemon are going to be for the next generation? One thing that I'm really waiting for is a Pokemon region inspired by either Greece or Egypt. And what do you think the names of those games will be? Here's my idea. Pokemon Virgo and Pokemon Scorpios. Zodiac Pokemon. Doesn't that sound interesting? Zodiac Pokemon. You could have the beings of the heaven. The legendary Pokemon can be a being of the heavens, and the legendary Pokemon a being of the underworld. The legendary for Pokemon Virgo could be based off the Seraphim. And for Pokemon Scorpios, it can be based off the Manticore. Yeah. Doesn't that sound cool? I've got an entire list of ideas for Pokemon in that region. A region inspired by Greece, which I think would be awfully cool. It takes up a lot of spaces for missing Pokemon types, like normal ice and Fire Fairy. Fire Fairy is actually the fully evolved fire starter. A Capricorn. You know, it evolves from a fire goat Pokemon. And the grass type is a bird, which evolves into an armored emu. And of course, the water type is a poisonous frilled lizard, a water poison type, which is probably really hard to come by when it comes to starters. Yeah. Also, back to Zodiac Pokemon. The Pisces fish. And their special ability can be in double battles, the attack hits both Pokemon. I'm honestly really disappointed that this past November, the Pokemon Company did not bring us a new game. You know what I really want to see? A remake of Pokemon Black and White for the Switch. Or a remake of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. Either that or an entirely new Mystery Dungeon game. Because the Mystery Dungeon games never disappoint. They always have fantastic stories. Top tier stories, indeed. And whatever happened to the evil teams in Pokemon games? They really started going downhill, haven't they? The thing is, they did get a major boost when they introduced Team Skull. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the idea of evil Pokemon teams being run like some kind of corporation, and their boss is always a hardcore evil businessman, but the reason why I like Team Skull best is that they're outright gangsters. And Guzma was such a likable character. Very great design. The thing is, Team Yell and Team Star were a major step backwards. A fan club, and I don't even know what Team Star is, but whatever happened to evil Pokemon teams taking over entire towns, like Team Skull did, or wanting to take over the world, like Team Plasma, Team Galactic, and Team Rocket did. I don't care what people say about Team Galactic. I thought they were great. The fact that they wanted to create a whole new world, that's pretty hardcore. Very hardcore. Very. And something else that I'm waiting for is an evil Pokemon team with a hardcore female member, not someone like the team star leader. And I don't think Lucamine counts because technically she wasn't a member of Team Skull, but she was a great villain. A great villain. She froze Pokemon alive. That is so creepy. But yeah, come on, Pokemon Company. Black and white remakes for the Switch. Improved and better than ever. Or at least a Mystery Dungeon remake. Or a new Mystery Dungeon game. You went in the totally right direction. Making Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. Now if only you can do more. Why do I have the feeling that gaming companies never listen to their fans? I mean, take Elder Scrolls Online, take Bethesda Game Studios, for example. I think they're totally awesome, but why can't they give the fans what they want and create a new Elder Scrolls game? I understand that they want to do what they want, but when you're working for a game company, it's not just about what you want. It's about what the fans want. And I'm sure there are a lot of Pokemon fans that want a Pokemon Black and White remake. And some great Mystery Dungeon games. Honestly, I do not feel motivated to get Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I don't like the story, I don't like the Pokemon, and I don't like the mechanics. Especially the breeding mechanic. The breeding mechanic used to be so simple and so easy and so hassle-free. But in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, they made it way too complicated. It really was no fun. It really doesn't seem fun at all. Also, they have kind of way too many automatic features. They also broke a lot of traditions that I really don't like. I mean, everybody knows that the Pokemon Professor is named after a tree. And everybody knows that the Pika clone is not supposed to evolve. Yeah. Not to mention the pseudo-legendary, that Dragon Ice type. Very poor design. I did not like it one bit. And something that I would like to see from a pseudo-legendary, a dragon bug type. That's something I really want to see from a pseudo-legendary, a dragon bug type. Like a worm, a very armor-plated worm with horns, turns into a chrysalis and hatches into this dragon with insect wings, kind of like the silk wings from Wings of Fire. Something like that. But yeah, I can't wait for a Black and White remake. I miss the Unova region. I have not been able to enjoy Unova region Pokemon that much in the Shield and Brilliant Diamond games. I miss Serperior, my all-time favorite grass-type Pokemon, and Zoroark, my all-time favorite dark-type Pokemon. And and Mienshao, one of my top favorite fighting type Pokemon. Yeah, I also miss in the Unova region the story. The story in Pokemon Black and White, absolutely fantastic. Team Plasma was just so deceptive, wanting to liberate Pokemon when they secretly want to rule the world. And N, that character N, he's awesome. Really has a mysterious vibe to him, and his backstory is really quite intriguing. You know what else might be cool? A remake for the Johto region for the Switch. Perhaps a remake of Pokemon Crystal. How do you like that idea? A remake of Pokemon Crystal. That sound cool? I wonder what else there is to enjoy. Well, one thing's for sure. I'm going to try my very best to get to work on a new animation tomorrow. I feel like I spend more than enough time taking things easy with Pokemon games. I really need to get back to work. Guys, I uploaded a new animation. An animation that I'm honestly really proud of. So if you've seen this video, be sure to check out my animations folder to see my newest animation. I'd really appreciate it. And also be sure to comment and subscribe. I really hope one day I'll be able to make a living making content. I don't know how I'm ever going to be able to do that, but all I can do is keep trying, and in the meantime, keep looking for a job. I hope I won't have to do Uber Eats any longer. I really hope one day I can have a job where I can sit at home in front of the computer all day long. Hopefully, someday.